welcome back. I'm really tired. I woke up at uh, 10 a.m. today, and for me that's early. My sleep schedule is really fucked up. I'm I don't know. School started and now I'm just dying. So yeah, I don't. That's my life right now. This week we play GoldoaDragon. I'm not doing enough justice in this intro just because it's. I'm so tired. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, right. GoldoaDragon is who we're playing. He's been around since the GBA days. I've been watching his content for a pretty long while. It's been a while. It's been a bit of time. I've been watching for a while. I'm excited to finally get to play him. So, that's the cool part about this league. You get to play people who you've wanted to play for a while, but, might have not yet had the opportunity to play thus far. So, GoldoaDragon. We are coming off a win from last week against Sven, which is really cool, and I kind of didn't expect it. When I got the schedule out and I saw I had Sven and Goldoa back-to-back, I kind of just accepted the 0-2, but we actually won. So let's see if we can actually make it 2-0. That'd be kind of crazy, huh? It's kind of crazy. So we'll see. I don't really like my matchup, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Teambuilder. This is horrible. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the Teambuilder. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie to you all, I made 4 renditions of this team. I don't like this matchup. I don't like this matchup very much. It's not because I think that my team is bad, or even that my Mons match up poorly against his draft. I just think his draft is really good. That's kind of scary. So the big things for me is okay, let me paint a picture for you all, right? So he has a lot of offensive threats. We're talking Zygarde 50, Galarian Zapdos, Cloyster, Stagataka, Galvantula, all these things, really spooky. On top of great defensive mons like Slowbro and Sylveon that you have to be conscious of breaking, all things like that, right? So I made an original team, and I built a Zygarde answer, and I built a Zapdos answer, and then I was oh shit, I still need a Cloyster answer, and oh fuck, I still need a Stagataka answer. And I couldn't find one mon that answered 2 of those 4 mons. I had to get a mon for each of those 4. And then I had 2 slots left, and I was where's my offense? And then I tried numerous more times to figure out ways to go about this matchup, and it was difficult. So, this is the 4th build that I made for this team, and it might be terrible, just because I'm kind of actively worse off against some offensive things, which I can talk about, afterwards. But this is what I'm bringing. First, we have Necrozma. In my first 3 builds, Necrozma wasn't even on it, but I decided to reconsider it in my 4th build when I was team building. It's just a autonomized Photon Geyser, Earth Power, Meteor Beam set. I could go Dark Pulse instead of Earth Power, but I think I want to hit Stagataka, and I think Slowbro's able to get chipped via my team construction. This is gonna hopefully be kind of an endgame cleaner that I strive for. Get everything in range, and then sort of set up and autonomize, and then, Meteor Beam, Photon Geyser through the rest of the team. It requires chipping down things like Slowbro and Sylveon, but if I'm capable of doing that, then I think it's my best shot for victory. And something I was struggling with in the first few teams is I was having trouble finding a definitive win condition that I could set up with and or just clean with. So this gives me that, and we'll see how it goes, I think. But this is kind of the end game that I'm going to be striving towards, ideally. The next mon is going to be Landorus. This is a set Shuckle King suggested to me, which I think is pretty cool. I had Blossom on this team for a while, and I still think Blossom is actually pretty solid this matchup. But I'm not bringing it this week. I'm bringing Landorus as my Zygarde answer instead, because I just think that I want to be able to knock things off, and I like having the ground typing for Galvantula. Sword Dance is not really there to like set up or anything. It's there to 1v1 a coil set. Otherwise, Earthquake knockoff hits everything except Galarian Zapdos, and I feel like I have a pretty solid answer to Galarian Zapdos. Protect is there to just give me extra leftovers recovery, but generally max defense allows me to switch into Zygarde. I think Banded never 3-hit KOs, which is nice. Never 3-hit KOs after rocks, I should say. So it's pretty good. And with Protect, you know, I could just extend that even further, and it's just been pretty good at having some longevity. And on top of that, I have T-Spikes on this team, which I'm about to show you all. So Protect is nice for that as well. Next, I'm going to show you Kimchi. Kimchi is here as my special breaker to be able to break things like Slowbro and potentially Sylveon. Potentially even it baits out Xatu, which is pretty cool. It is also kind of Spadef because MAGMORTAR is kind of an issue to this build. So having something Spadef capable is important to me. But generally speaking, this is one of my T-Spikers. I'm bringing T-Spikes on both this and Marini because he has no grounded poison. I think that's the biggest opening I can like get with this team. So I just went the T-Spikes route. A shout out to Mount-A, by the way. Like Mount-A, top coach of the CCS leaderboard, pack finalist, like super cool guy who's on break right now, and I wish was in this league. But he helped me build this team, and he suggested the T-Spikes route, and it looked pretty good. So that's kind of the idea. I have Venoshock. Venoshock's kind of heat. It just does a lot of damage to things that are poisoned, particularly Slowbro, and like it does like 35% to Zygarde on the switch in, which is like pretty good on top of like poison damage. This is a if something's poison, so I just figured like it was worth it. The things I would need Sludge Bomb for, like Sylveon, already get nuked by Venoshock anyway, so if they're poison, then added bonus. Focus Blast is just for Stack Attack. Speaking of Sylveon, this is partially my answer to Sylveon. I know I'm Fizdef, not Spadef, but that's for Psyshocks as opposed to Hyper Voices. I'm still never 2-hit KO'd by Hyper Voice unless it's Specs and I take Rocks damage. This is also important to 1v1 Cloyster because I can't do that right now, which is bad. I was playing around with a few ideas like a Boots Keldeo or like, what else? Like a Miltank maybe, Aromatisse, all those things. But Marini just does it best, and it gives me T-Spikes, and it can haze, which is super nice. Also, once T-Spikes are up, it kind of 1v1s a lot of things, like Slowbro if it doesn't have Calm Mind, Psychic, or Future Sight. It can take 1,000 arrows from Banded Zygarde 50 and recover, forcing, more poison damage. It can take hits from non-Thunderous Kick, non-banded Galarian Zapdos. And then it can also take hits from Stack Attack, which is nice. It's Gyro Ball resist, which is pretty cool. I do have Rotom as a Gyro Ball resist too, but it's a little bit less reliable because it's weak to Stone Edge and because I need it for Galarian Zapdos, which brings me to Rotom Fan. It's pretty standard this week, except Helmet over Boots. His rockers are Stack Attack and Mawile, so I'm hoping Boots just like, I'm hoping rocks just like don't come, and Rotom Fan can be like pretty spooky. Rocky Helmet's just really nice for Galarian Zapdos, and even in a few mocks, some people rock like Protective Pad Zapdos, so just that information is super cool too. But generally speaking, it's just Fizdef, so I could switch into Galarian Zapdos. It doesn't take very much damage unless it's Choice Banded, and it KOs back with a Volt Switch or Air Slash. I have Nasty Plot because I'm capable of setting it up on things like Sylveon or Slowbro if it ends up being kind of more defensive endgame, which allows me to just plow through them a little bit easier. It's also nice for Zygarde, a Zygarde switch in potentially. So like say for example, I'm in front of Slowbro, and I'm unsure whether or not Zygarde will come in or something like a Spadef Stack Attacka or a Sylveon. I can Nasty Plot, and if it's Zygarde 50, I can Air Slash next turn and do like 60 to 70% to Zygarde, which especially after T-Spikes damage is pretty significant. And if it is Sylveon and Stack Attacka, I can get a +2 Volt Switch off, which is super spooky. So that's kind of the idea behind that. And then finally, we just have Weavile. Pretty boring set. It's just coverage and a revenging option. It is a nice way to knock things off again, which is really important. Knock off things like Boots on Slowbro or Boots on anything else. And then low kick hits things like Cloyster and Stack Attacka. Like knock into low kick kills Cloyster, for example, if it's an offensive set. So that is the team. I don't know if I'm going to win. I feel pretty about it. I felt more confident against Sven than I do against Goldoa, and that's just because of the matchup. But I do think this team is very capable. But it's just going to be a question of how I play it. If I let any of my like dedicated checks go, right? Like if I let Landorus go and Zygarde 50 still exists, or if I let Rotom go and Galarian Zapdos still exists, or if I fail to get up T-Spikes, which could be difficult given the Xatu, that would require a little bit more meticulous of a game. Or if I lose Weavile and lose my ability to revenge things like Galarian Zapdos with Ice Shard, then I could be fucked. So this is to say, like, I feel like winning this game is very dependent on me choosing my sacks correctly. So hopefully I do that. That's the goal. Alright, that is the team, and I will see you on the battle, hopefully when I'm a lot more awake than I currently am now. Alright, what's up everyone? We got the game against Goldoa. Ooh, baby. We'll see what he brings, because, you know, fucking, it could be anything, honestly. I could see a Stack Attack, like, Trick Room thing. I could see, like, you know, just a Sweeper Zygarde or something boring like that. I have no idea. So we'll find out. Yeah. Anything could come, even as low tiers like Mawile. I'd say the most unlikely thing is probably Trevenant, but hey. Alright. Xatu's here. Shit. Alright, so the T-Spike strategy actually seems like it's going to be not as great here, which is really unfortunate because presuming MAGMORTAR is going to be boots, half the mons are going to be immune. If Mawile can get chipped, Weavile looks great here. What else looks great here is Necrozma. Not MAGMORTAR. Both Zapdos and Zygarde do come. And that means I feel like I have to preserve, Man, this spring is kind of flustering me. Alright, no, I gotta stay calm. The upside is that there is no, I think I like a Rotom lead. The upside is that there's no Cloyster or Stack Attacka, which were two big offensive threats I definitely had a lot of concerns about. I'm leading Rotom here because I think that outside of Zygarde, it matches okay against anything, and if he leads MAGMORTAR, which just seems like a weird lead when I could lead Landorus, I don't know. I feel like I can Volt Switch on a lot of things here. It's a cool training card. Thankfully it doesn't look like he has like a ton of sweeping potential as much as like, I don't know, Cosmic Power stuff. Ferdinand is what? Ferdinand is Zapdos, so we do get the lead matchup right. This is going to be important to calc. Okay. So I have a few options here. I could just raw Air Slash, which is something I'm highly considering. I feel like he wouldn't go Zygarde immediately because I could very easily... I think Nasty Plot's actually a good play, because if I Nasty Plot here and he goes Sylveon, I can get a huge Volt Switch off on it. So let's calc the U-turn damage. It does 18. Sees the helmet. So that looks to be a max roll on max attack. Could be Adamant Scarf. Is it possible for it to be Choice Banded? No. Alright, so we do see the Sylveon here. I think I'm just going to Volt Switch. Get a hit off. Figure out what this is. Chip on this is great for... What's it called? Weavile. Could just Volt Switch straight off, to be fair. Okay, so that does about 30%. Looks to be kind of Spadef, which is cool. I think I'm going to go into Kimchi here. threaten the Xatu to come out a bit. He actually goes for Calm Mind. That's a little spooky. What do I do about that? I don't have Sludge Bomb, sadly. Makes me wish I went Marini. Let's fight. Do I want to fight? Could Venoshock here. I think Psyshock is so obvious. What do I do about that? Oh, that's bad. This is not good. I'm gonna Venoshock here. I don't think I need... I kind of need it for MAGMORTAR, come to think of it. You do see the Psyshock. I mean, I'm not gonna die to this, right? No. But it is gonna suck. And going for Venoshock here is like totally gonna reveal that I'm like... What's it called? Like T-Spikes rather than something else. Do I just let this go? I don't want to let this go. But I feel like I have to. Let me think about this. I'm playing too rushed. Oh, I would have loved to just get a fucking Volt Switch off. That would have been so nice. Yeah, I have to let this go. I should have gone Marini. Marini's a lot more expendable here. There's a chance I live this, but I don't. Sylveon gets a kill on me here. That sucks. I'm gonna go into my Landorus. Hopefully he thinks that this is, you know, like an offensive set. If he wishes here, I just go for Swords Dance on the next turn. But I just EQ here because I need damage. I think it's likely we see a Xatu, but I'd kind of like to knock off a Xatu. Alright, Sylveon's at about 55%. What's Ferdinand? Zapdos. Good to know. Let's go back into Rotom. How do I win this game without Dragalge? Dragalge was kind of nullified by Xatu and Mawile anyway, so losing it isn't like the worst thing in the world, but it does kind of suck. U-turn is slowly getting Zapdos in range of 139 to 122. Does 17, so it's starting to look more like just like max attack, but Scarf or something like that. Oh, with Dragalge gone, MAGMORTAR seems like a bigger threat, which is no bueno. Zapdos is about at 68%, I'd say, based on, what is it, 16 times 16? But it's not looking great. I mean, it's looking okay for Weavile with Sylveon chipped, but Mawile's got to get chipped too. Alright. Do I just Volt Switch here? Or do I Nasty Plot into Air Slash? I think I'm just gonna Volt Switch here because I don't want to take chip on this thing. I feel like the odds he Hyper Voices are strong and shitty, and I don't want to deal with them, but I'm going to have to, which sucks. I'm gonna Scald once, just to try and condition him into, Jesus Christ, oh my god, just to try and condition him into not going Xatu. So I'm gonna Scald here. I feel like he wants to prevent T-Spikes, so going Xatu is likely. I'd love to get a burn on it. Yep. In fact, let me rephrase that. I need to get a burn on it. Thank you. Cool. It's damage. Good job. Alright. Could go into Canadian. Do I think a raw Psychic is coming out? Not really. Well, it could. A Teleport could come out here as well, which I kind of think is possible. Let me Scald again. I don't feel like you're gonna raw Psychic. I gotta make a big read here. He light screens. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Light screen. So this is probably light clay then. Okay. I'm gonna go hard Weavile. Because I want to get Chip on this Mawile. I don't think he's done like Heat Wave or anything weird like that. Psyshock. Perfect. Made the read. I think it's likely we see Mawile here. Which makes me want to go... Makes me want to knock it off, truthfully. So I'm going to do that. Glad to know this thing is shipped now. So it's at 55 and burned. Goes into Harken. What is that? That's Mawile. Makes sense. See the Intimidate. We might see Rocks here, which is really shitty. Okay. Helmet's gone. I like that. I almost Axel. So let's go into you. And let's try and get some moves going here. I could have also gone to Landorus, perhaps. Let me calc this damage. I just assume it's Fizz Def, but yeah, it's Fizz Def. Baton passes. That's super cool. All right, so what are we gonna see here then? Zygarde? Please don't be Zygarde. Well, Zygarde wouldn't be the worst because I do have like a full health Landorus, but it would suck. Kaiza. Okay. So let us Volt Switch again. God, I just want this T-Spec up to get, like, just for this Zygarde and fucking Sylveon. It would mean so much. Light screen's still up, so I'm pretty sure it's like clay now. Yep. Okay. Are we gonna see like a Hyper Voice or something? I'm getting impatient. If you call Minds here, I can always haze, but it just sucks. Like, it just sucks. Would he make the same play again? Would he just Hyper Voice again? Yes, he would. He is impatient here. You'd love to see it. Alright. It's kind of my win condition, and I kind of just threw it away. So, let's try and be better here. I'm going to knock this turn. Okay, light screen's gone. I'm going to knock this turn. I want this thing fucking dead. I kind of want Zapdos dead, too. I think it's so likely that he swaps out still. I still think it's likely. Maybe Nock's bad, but I'm on the back foot here and I need to make some plays, so. Need to make some plays. Not sure. Ah! Jerk. God damn it. Okay. Whatever. It's not the end of the world, but it is shitty. Let's Earthquake here. If he goes Zapdos, good on him. I feel like I'm just getting played so hard. I mean, I made a few good reads, but Ah, it's frustrating. And there goes my Zygarde check. I'm just losing everything I need. And I said this in the team builder. I said if I lose the things that I need to check certain things, I'd be boned. The upside to this, however, is that I feel like Necrozma can still win this. Like, low-key. Maybe I'm crazy, but I really feel like it can, especially if he gives me this. But would he? Is this thing speedy? I don't know. I'm gonna go into Warrior here. No, I'm not. There's no reason to do that. I'm gonna knock here. Hope I outspeed. I don't think I will actually though. I forgot that I changed this thing's speed. Fuck, I thought I outsped for a second. This thing's totally Colbur. Or just speedy. Please be Psyshock? Fingers crossed. I played that way too quick. I originally had speed on this. Ooh, it's Psyshock. Do I live? I do live. I'm talented. Okay, so we actually kill this, which makes T-Spikes viable. Way to go, viable T-Spikes. The downside to this, however, is that I have a Zygarde that's about to set up in my face, which is not cool. If there's any word I'd describe that as, it's not cool. Now that being said, Marini does live a white Doa. Yep, there you are. Hey, bud. Hey. Hey, what's going on? Marini does live one hit. What else lives a hit? Not much. Okay. Let me think about this. Okay. I need to stop and think about this. Let me take my time. I'm ahead on time. Zygarde kills me here. What happens? I go into Weavile. Click Triple Axle. Mawile's chipped. And I go for game with Necrozma. That's the win condition there. I go Marini. He Dragon Dances. I take a +1 hit and I haze. Same thing either way. So I might as well go Marini. Do I need T-Spikes at this point? I don't think so. Because I do take 1+1 arrows, unless it's like Life Orb or Soft Sand. And if he's Life Orb or Soft Sand, then you know what? Hold on. Show me arrows. Okay, so this damage is going to be important. If it OHKOs me, I know it's banned. Does 5. So this is banned, which is good to know. Do I have a better swap in here? I've already committed to this. I think I have to... I think I have to commit. I'm just gonna T-Spikes here. Okay. Now I go into Weavile and I click Triple Axle. Or I go Weavile and I double into Necrozma. I go Weavile for sure. But do I double into Necrozma? That is the question. He's totally fucking going Mawile here. I think I double into Necrozma. Or do I double into you? Because then if he goes Sylveon... No, Sylveon's lower than I think it is. So I'm going to go into Necrozma. Does Necrozma kill with Earth Power? It does. Okay. Let's go Necrozma. I have to get this call right or I lose the game. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Do I set up now? Is my next question. No. Well, I could autonomize now very easily. But if he goes Zygarde, it doesn't matter. Because I don't kill with regular thing. I only kill with the other thing. Okay, so I go for Earth Power here. Him giving me this is big. Because now Weavile is a thing. Now Weavile is a thing. Right? I feel like now Weavile is a thing. I feel like he misplayed. I feel like giving me Mawile is bad. Unless Magmortar is something that I'm not prepared for. Okay, so he goes into this. Sylveon, let's just say you're 128, Spadaf, because it looks like you had some. Does 33 to 39. It's possible. Meteor Beam at +1 does a lot. I feel like I just Meteor Beam to get rid of this. Is that a bad play? I don't know if they're switching. Please kill. It kills. We are getting somewhere. Hopefully. The next mon that comes in, it's gonna matter. Zygarde is choice banned. I have that information. I felt like I was out of this game, but I think this Necrozma... I don't think it's going to bring it back, necessarily, because this is still anyone's game. This could literally be, like, any Magmortar, for example. Like, okay, here's my thought process here, right? Like, he doesn't kill me in one shot with anything. There's this. So, with this, my new question is, do I get a kill? Do I just get one guaranteed kill, or do I go Rotom? Feel like I go Rotom. No. No, I feel like I get a kill. No, but he's gonna Brave Bird here. He's gonna Brave Bird here. I'm pretty sure of it. I don't think he's gonna U-turn. I think we're gonna see a Brave Bird. So I think it makes sense for me to do this. Yep. So we see the Brave Bird here. Makes sense. Now, do I go for Pain Split? I think I go for Pain Split. Because what that allows me to do, it allows me to live any hit from Zygarde or Magmortar barring a Banded Edge. If he goes for it again, I don't think it... I think it gives me another opportunity to just do whatever. So I think we see him go Zygarde here. I think that's likely. I forgot this thing isn't choiced. I might have just thrown. Might have just thrown. Go me. Go fucking me. I should have Air Slash. That would have been so much better. Alright. In an attempt to prove that I'm not an absolute fucking moron, we're gonna stay in. Oh, that was dumb. That was really dumb. What did I go for? I better not have just gone for Pain Split. Okay. New question. What are the odds this is a Belly Drum Magmortar? Slash. And possibly that I just lose. Might be possible. That might be possible. Wow. Wait a minute. Yeah, if this is Belly Drum Magmortar, we might have some issues. What's Salic Berry? Could be possible, because with Mach Punch it makes sense. I would need to figure out what my best course... Hello, sir. Okay. On the off chance I outspeed, I don't think I risk it. I think I go for Air Slash here. Because if I outspeed, that's bad. Well done. Well fucking done. Jesus, that's awesome. There's the Salic Berry. But the question is there anything here but Mach Punch without prioritize? Okay. Now I gotta play this right. I definitely stay in here. See the Fire Punch. Don't tell me that's on 1%. It's on 1%. That's so funny. Okay, so it is Fire Punch. MAGMORTAR, 252, plus 6, 2 Necrozma. Fire Punch does 113 to 134. If I could take it to minus plus 5, I have the tiniest chance to live it. Oh, that sucks. That's so unfortunate. I think what I needed to do is I needed to go... No, it wouldn't have made a difference. Alright, it's going to you. That sucks. No. If I just got a tiny bigger of a roll. That's crazy. Could I have prevented this in any way? Possibly. Okay. The way I win this is by hoping that I live this hit with Necrozma. If he's max attack, I have a 7% chance to live. Other option is hope I outspeed with Weavile, but he outspeeds even if he's not even jolly. Wait, does he? 202, what am I? .177. Yeah, so unless it's not Mach, I think my better play is to hope it's not Mach than risk a roll. It probably will be. But you know what? Hey. It's not Mach. Holy shit. Okay, I almost threw there. Holy fuck. Okay. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? What do I fucking do? Holy shit. I don't know what he locks into. He's Choice Band. He could E-Speed me. Does Ice Shard into E-Speed KO? Oh my fucking god. How much does Weavile do with Ice Shard? 64 to 76, if it's some investment. So an Ice Shard into a thing should kill. Plus Banded E-Speed shouldn't even KO me. He has to arrows here, I would think. Oh my god. Ah, this game is so good. This game was so good. Holy shit. He's banned. There's no way he's not banned. No chance. It's not possible. We do get the Ice Shard off. It does a ton. He goes for arrows. Oh, was this a throw? Oh, was this a throw? No. Photon Geyser should pick up the knockout. A crit 1,000 arrows has a 18% chance to KO me. Click Photon Geyser. Come on. Come the fuck on. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We just fucking beat Goldoa. Let's go. Oh my god, that game was insane. I thought I was toast. Like literally, like 8 turns in, I was like, I'm playing terribly. I just sacked your Galgi. I thought I lost. I think the pivotal moment of this game was one, him not being Mach Punch. It might have sounded a little scattered in the recording, but my thought process was I had 2 options, right? I could either risk a 7% odds roll from Fire Punch against Necrozma. I had a 7% chance to live. Or I just hope he's not Mach Punched. I just felt like hoping he's not Mach Punch was better odds than 7%. So that's why I made those plays. And I'm so glad I did. I just, you know, it just seemed better. In addition, I think the pivotal moment as well was when he sacked Mawile, because that made Weavile a little bit more potent of an offensive threat, I'd say. But Sylveon was gnarly. Like, that was scary. Holy shit. Alright. That was great. I thought last week's game was good. This week's game was fucking amazing. So, good game to Goldoa. I hope we play again in playoffs. That was... I mean, I actually don't. I'm actually terrified of his team. But, like, that was amazing. I feel so good about that. Holy shit, we won. I did not expect to win. Oh, especially after those first 10 turns. I was like, I'm boned. I'm gonna get 6-0'd. I literally had flashbacks to, like, my old UPBAL scissor game, and I played someone who, like, I grew up watching. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get 6-0'd again by someone like that. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. Good game. Good game to him. I suppose being Salic Berry, like, thus makes it likely that, like, it's not also Mach Punch. I'd have to look at my, like, build. Like, he would have needed to be, like, Earthquake for Dragalge for sure, and Marini. Like, he was definitely Fire Punch Earthquake. But then the last move could have been, like, I don't know. I'd say something for Miltank, but you'd think Mach Punch might be sufficient. I don't know. Good game to him. I'm going to go talk to him, and also Vepsis and Simon are on call, so I'm going to go talk to them, and I will see you all in week 3. All right, bye.